When people look back on their lives, they don't think about the nights they had plenty of sleep. Of course not, right? Instead, they think about the adventures they had and the friends that they made along the way. For the last 3 years, I've been actively working on my own set of adventures. It's a project I call my life list, which is similar to a bucket list, if you're familiar with that concept. The following is an example of a bunch of those items that you can use as inspiration for your own list. Visit all 7 continents, so Antarctica, of course, being the hard one. Go solo skydiving. So solo versus tandem means that you have to land the chute by yourself because it's just you jumping out of the plane. Learn to pickpocket. So this one's hard from a courage perspective and also from a tactical perspective, but I highly recommend you don't steal, just make sure you give the stuff back at the end of this. I did this myself and it was tremendously nerve-wracking, but also very fulfilling. Go whitewater river rafting. So depending on where you live on the globe, this might be accessible, it might not, but it's certainly a lot of fun. Get a straight razor shave. So this is where they use the blades to actually shave. And maybe this is a little male-centric now that I think about it, hopefully, unless you're a bearded woman. But if you're not, this one turned out to be the same price as if going to a normal barbershop and kind of made me feel old-timey. It was kind of a nice experience. Learn to fly an airplane.
Relax the pull across the top. We're kind of slow. Look at that view.
Try acupuncture. So hopefully you're not afraid of needles. Experience zero gravity. So it turns out that you don't have to go into space to do this one. There's a company called Zero G that does this with an airplane on Earth, which is kind of handy. Go in a submarine. So 2/3 of the Earth is covered in water. This one is certainly doable. I did it in Hawaii. Go in a hot air balloon. So anywhere that has sky and access to hot air balloons, which is actually a lot of places, it turns out. And celebrate St. Paddy's Day in Dublin, Ireland. Go back to where it all started. Drive a race car. So if you're in the United States, you can do this in both Florida and in Alabama. Hike the Grand Canyon. Certainly one of the coolest hikes I've ever done. Play an ice xylophone. So these are hard to find, but look for frozen hotels. These are a great place to try to find these things. Go snowmobiling. You could probably knock this one off in the same trip. Same thing with dog sled racing. Like anywhere where there's a lot of snow and there's dogs, you can certainly do this one. And then go to the World Cup match. So this is by far one of the coolest ones on the list and something I haven't done myself, but something I'm really looking forward to. Visit Antarctica. So technically, this goes with the visiting all 7 continent ones, but really Antarctica is the hardest one, and this makes it worthy of a bucket list item itself. Here's some of the classics. Go see the pyramids in Egypt, right? This is an item that should be on everybody's bucket list. If you want something a little less known, go see the Iguazu Falls on the Argentina and Brazil border. If you're more of an extremist, go try to see the Moai on Easter Island. Easter Island's off the coast of Chile. It's these big stone heads you may have seen. They're quite famous, but not very many people go and actually visit them themselves. If you're more into endurance and that kind of training, run a marathon. I did it myself. I had not been a runner before that, but I just made my training last over something like 12 weeks so that it became like very, very manageable. The last one is go on a major cruise. So you can get cheap deals for this by going during the off seasons, but this one's nice because you get to do a bucket list in style. Visit New Zealand. This is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Here's another classic one. Go see Manchu Picchu in Peru. Absolutely a fantastic experience. If you want to do something a little more traditional, go see the Mona Lisa in the Louvre in Paris, the most famous painting in the world, and for good reason. Or maybe you're more into a party scene. Consider doing Burning Man in Nevada, or Oktoberfest in Munich in Germany, right? Or even Queen's Day in Amsterdam, which in my opinion is the best party in the world. So that's all I have for now. If you want to learn more, consider subscribing to my channel. There should be a button right here, something along those lines. If that's not your style, look in the video description. I've included a bunch of links for additional resources so that you can find some more inspiration and some more ideas for your own life list.